the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Levin. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect.
He's going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, with third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Back. That's caught. It's Riley. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go play action with Mack. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Levin. Trying to burn this defensive back. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, the offense is doing their best, trying to at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He breaks a tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete. They tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And they head to the the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Illinois, taking on the number 10 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Illini with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it to the back. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll take it on the return. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the right. He's got it. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Touchdown LSU! That one will give them the lead. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the point after is good. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Running inside, it's Riley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Throwing, Mack. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Again, it's Mack. Moving away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Finds us back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They punted away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Breaks the tackle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for room. It's Hall. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DB.
Finding some room. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Motion from the wideout. Hard running there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The run inside. It's Berry. Fights off a defender. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass. It's Levitt. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Hill.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Austin Mack. Oh, they're after him. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Under fire. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Turns it on down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown time. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
To the air. It's Levitt. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Mack fires to the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run it on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
To the air, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going long. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the left. Find some room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Levitt. This time it's complete.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play-calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
What a great play by the defense. In a play like that, in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. In the red area, it's Riley. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Throwing, Mack. Got his man on the outside. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in cut.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Man, you can't say enough good things about this defense in this one. Obviously, losing the last rivalry game to this opponent really hurt. And they knew coming in this one, they were going to have to be the difference. And turnovers were going to be the key, David. That's what they did. They saw the ball. They took the ball. And I think those takeaways, that was the key for them in this game.
I mean, just the passion, emotion. You could tell they lost to this group the last time, and it was personal. And they were flying around. The defense was the difference, kept them in the football game, set up their offense several times, and in the most pivotal moment at the end of the game, they come through.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.